Testing. Is this thing on? Hold on a sec. Camera. Camera. Is this thing on? I would use buffering, but I don't think my disk space is fast enough. I think it would be better to keep this all in RAM, volatile memory. Sorry, this is kind of a new install. It's not that smooth, but I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to have to plug in a different camera. Let me see. Oh, no, my bad. I think if I do that, did that work? Oh, it wants permission. You got it. There, that worked. Here, there's another one. Here. I was getting so pissed off setting up this broadcast. I was just about ready to trash this monitor, but it's so small and unassuming, and I just sort of told myself to calm the fuck down. That's a funny story, right? Funny anecdote? I think so. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can assemble these pieces into something that is a semblance of a contextual something. I don't know. What do you think? Should I focus more on the science or the art on this broadcast? I have some things to say. That's why I'm doing this. Except, oh, good idea, says me to me. I should make a video of this on my local hard drive. If I would have done that with the evidence that for the thing I got in trouble for back in May, I could have just submitted it as evidence by now. Because I'm really tired of this. I'd like to be an adult here, and it seems like the only way I can do that is by death threatening somebody. I don't know if it's because I'm a high school dropout, or because the system just sucks. Somebody needs to explain it to me. I don't know who. Somebody needs to hear. That's usually what happens when you're. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep my thoughts straight. I'm leaning my head back. Okay. God damn it! I'm just. Alright, fuck everything. I guess I'll just have a cigarette. See, there's several things you gotta set up in order to get a stream going. And yo, I'm not a multitasker. I'm a single tasker guy because I like to do one job and I like to do it well, not 15 jobs badly. That's I don't know if that's an attention deficit disorder attitude or an old guy attitude. Maybe just a born loser's attitude. Huh? Give me 1 second. I seriously think I made history today. I don't know. I'm hoping that I can demonstrate how, if the timing is right and the right person is given the right tools to enable themselves, then they can change history, one person. And I don't mean like the president. Of course the president's going to be changing history. The president always changes history. Even if they don't do a goddamn thing, they change history because they're the president. They leave their mark. But I think I made history, and I'm a total nobody. So I fought for my rights today because I got frustrated when I tried to look for an attorney. I'm just like, this is how I fight for my rights? Like, Bing was telling me to use a form to submit to the government, and I'm way too pissed off. Like, I keep getting myself into trouble because, like, I'm getting in trouble with individuals. Like, we gotta get everybody talking about their problem child. Because I am a member of, like, AARP, so that means the old people have my back. I have attention deficit disorder, and I have rights. So that means, like, the behavioral. There's, like, organizations out there that help people like me. I'm a minority, and this is what you call a power play, because I'll take a pardon from President Biden or President Trump, whoever wants to claim me as their child first, because I'm an independent, even though I'm more like a dependent. I've said that before. If I didn't think that was cute and funny sounding, it would be humiliating, and I wouldn't say that. But it sounds cute. You know, I am registered independent, but I'm really more of a dependent. Oh, he's so funny. He's so clever. Yeah, that's why my life sucks, and I'm in trouble, and I'm hating every second of it. Yeah, because I'm so clever. If you're so clever, why is everyone laughing at you? Nobody's laughing at me, with me, or otherwise. I keep trying to make points when I keep losing my mind, and it keeps getting me in more and more trouble, and I gotta get some help from somebody. Whoever wants to claim me first. What other organizations can I claim to be a member of? How's about independent producers? I am an independent producer, and I always have been. I make independent media, and you know I do. So those people have my back. They have a union, right? The Independent Media Union. They have my back. I don't deserve to be treated like this. I have rights, and nobody is acknowledging them. They're totally ignoring my rights. Like, have you ever heard of the Americans with Disabilities Act? Like, I've never read it, but I've heard it's long. Really long. So I've got to be in there somewhere. That's the way a high school dropout thinks. They tend to pick things up on the job, if you know what I mean. I was talking about that. Yeah, I know. It takes me a long time to do anything these days. I can't keep my thoughts straight. Everything frustrates and pisses me off to the point where I'm ready to smash it. I'm dying of pain, so every little movement is regrettable. I really have to want to do something to move, because that causes the pain to change and shift. Like, you know, it'll be like in one area, and then I turn my head, and it's like a different part of my neck. It's like, I don't want to move. I'm paralyzed. So yeah, it takes me a long fucking time, and I can't fucking focus. There, that's what I was gonna say. I'm lucky I kept that thought, because, like, my short-term memory has gone to hell. Of these radical emotions that I'm not accustomed to as a human being. In case you forgot that I'm a human being, maybe you saw Zot from Planet Zeta, and I was such a convincing actor, you think I'm an extraterrestrial now? That was a shtick. I think art exists because there are levels of sophistication in society, and it's good to know who the lowbrow people are and who the cultured people are, because you really shouldn't mix the two. I'm just suggesting things. It hasn't worked well in the past. Also, aside from that, there are people with disabilities. You know, like people with autism might not... Wait, what was the focus? Why did I bring up those last two groups? Oh, I lost my whole thought. I'm sorry, I got it. My low back. I should have been sitting down for that rant. Somehow I don't think it would have come out the same way. The show hasn't even started yet. I should put up a countdown like everybody else does, right? If I'm ever gonna get the followers, I should totally conform and put up a countdown right now, right? Or maybe I could start my schedule today. Maybe I could become a really organized streamer. Yeah, I'll start my schedule. The day I want to fail my fans and lie to them, or I don't know, is flaking out lying? Like if you flake out, if you make an appointment and flake out on a person, what do you think? Is that a lie? You ditch out, you ghost them? Like, I don't know. I kind of think it is. Maybe that's a little bit much. I think it's like if you forget or like I don't know, if somehow you lose track, well that's understandable. Right? If you flake out because you overslept or you lost track of like what friggin' day it was because you haven't looked at the refrigerator calendar yet, or maybe like those kinds of things. But if you like make an appointment and you like have to make a decision and you decide to blow off that appointment, well, you should suffer some consequences. It should be a total accident. What do they say? No harm, no foul. Like, that's the way I grew up. I'm a high school dropout. No harm, no foul. That's in the Constitution, isn't it? I don't know. You gotta press charges in order for there to be a crime, right? Somebody has to. I think right now the Tucson Police Department has charges pressed against me. I think they are the ones that need to drop the charges. But I don't know why they would, because I'm totally guilty of my crime. The thing is it was civil disobedience, not. And what I meant to say was it's an art video. I really am no good at this. Alright. My cover story is it's an art video. Because, like, it's a protest video. Ultimately, it's a political video. But it has an artistic kind of vibe to it. And yes, it is at the same time, like, there are things that would lead a person to believe that I was, like, a seriously crazy person. Absolutely. But I think I've said it over and over and over again. I'm just trying to disturb you the way you've disturbed me. It's a little bit of like the bullying, the abuse. That's what happens when you abuse somebody. You basically teach them, you give them a first-hand how-to in how to do whatever the fuck you just did to them. So you've taught me how to be a really nice guy, obviously. I'm almost done with the cigarette. Because I do pay attention to society. And I do listen to people when they talk at me and with me and around me. And I was the type of person that used to consume the news and popular culture. I am so out of touch. For like the past 10 years, I can't tell you, like, there are certain events and certain things, like I can keep my dates straight. What I'm trying to say is I didn't watch the news like the past 10 years. So like anything I know about is something I looked up or whatever. And I guess a lot of people are like that now. I don't know. It's like you can't program masses as easily as you used to, right? It's like they try to with the advertisements. You can't. You don't matter what medium. What your type, what your media of choice, your media of abuse. You binge watchers, that's hilarious. Your media of abuse. Yeah, you guys totally abuse media. I know, I've been making it my whole life. And I dub the neglectful, those in charge, and I dub those that are supposed to question those in charge. I dub those to not know what they're doing. You don't know what you're doing with media. You know how you learn? Watch an old Western. Like, I was watching, what's it called? That one with the sheriff that has the mustache and the deputy. And, like, the media guy comes to town. Like, every Western show has an episode like that. Where the media guy shows up and he's like, oh, hello, where can I find your mayor? I'd like to talk with the mayor over at the saloon. And the bartender's like, oh, the mayor's over down that way. Oh, why, thank you. Oh, could I get you anything? Oh, I am a bit parched. Perhaps a water. Oh, water's down at the end of the bar there. Grab yourself a glass. You sure you don't want a real drink? Oh, a real drink. What do you have, bartender? Oh, just about the finest sarsaparilla whiskey and beer. No brandy? No, sorry, all out. Okay. Sorry, we had a burlesque show and it got a little. Okay, I'll take a beer. Alright. What'll it be? That's on the house. Stranger. Oh, much obliged. And then, like, you know, the guy walks across the street, goes and says, "Hello, Mayor. You have news media in your town now. I thought I would introduce myself." And of course, the mayor is a little bit suspicious. They're like, "News media? Well, not much happens around here." And then the news media person says, "Oh, I beg to differ. I'm easily entertained, and I can find many things to write about in any town I go to. Do you know where I could find your local church or something along the lines of that?" And then the mayor's like, "Oh yeah, it's down there, down the road on the left. Oh, why, thank you. You know, might you know where I could find residence for this evening, Mayor?" "Oh, well, probably back at the saloon. I saw you walk over here from there." "Oh, yes, they provide, yeah, you can lay your head down there to rest, okay? All right, partner. Yeah." And then so the media guy runs into the sheriff. I'm making this up off the top of my head. Because, like, this is, like, totally how it would go down. This is, like, copyright-free script right here. Authentic, because I've watched Westerns so many times. Let's see. I don't know if it's copyright-free, actually. Because, I mean, like, though I'm not going to register a copyright for this work, I just really... I'm just having fun here. Like, seriously, though, I think this is, like, evidence admissible in court that I own the copyright to this little script that I'm making right here. But again, I don't know this for sure. I'm just a high school dropout that can't even get the camera set up right and hasn't even lit his cigarette yet, even though he's dying for a cigarette. You know, I was going to smash this monitor because I wanted to be screaming right that second to document what I just did. But, like, between the chronic pain, my crummy old equipment, you know, and, like, I can make my crummy equipment work. You know, it's just, it takes a minute. And I wanted to be screaming right now, you know? So, what the, anybody seen my lighter? Anybody? Hey, you got a light, buddy? Hey, bud, god damn it, there's nobody here. Son of a bitch. One of these days, I'll be on Easy Street. I just know. I don't know the address. I heard it's like over on the other side of town. I don't know. I've been to every side of town like a whole lot of times, so I don't care what side of town it's on. I should have found Easy Street by now. Everybody else seems to find a little piece of Easy Street in their life. That's like the whole point in living in America is you can earn your own way, etc., pursue your freedom and your happiness, etc. Yeah, except when you're totally lost and need directions. That's another thing that happens in old westerns. You know, you'll try to follow a map, which is a post, and there's two twigs. One's pointing towards town, and the other's pointing towards the canyon. I think I saw that in a Scooby-Doo cartoon once. Yeah, that can happen. Seriously. I know it's cliche as hell, but that can happen. If you're using twigs for signposts. God damn it! Where's my fucking lighter? It's ridiculous. Ah, thank you. I was just about ready to give up. Not talk about cliche. How many times has that happened in these videos? These streams that I contribute? My contribution to the world? I fucking always give up when shit gets too hard. And right at that moment, everything works out for me. I'm like, oh wait, here, everything's up right when I give up. Everything always, I'm pretty sure I gave up today. It was I'm gonna read some of it. out loud. I'm gonna quote it. If I could get the gun! Okay. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe this will. Oh well, the camera should still be working. I'm just gonna point it at me. My neck. Should I wear the Freddy Krueger claw? I hope that works. I don't even think I've used this camera to stream with before. I think I got it for like $9 on Shop Goodwill. And please don't go there, because you already snag up all the other good bargains that I would be. Like I don't spend past a certain amount, like, so it's because I got a fixed income. So it's like, once you outbid me, you've won. Congratulations, but that's a total dick move. I bid on it first. Wouldn't that be a nice, fair, and equal world to live in? Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. I got there first. Shotgun! The rules we abide by in life. Okay, but what about the sheriff, JJ? Right. This was on TV just the other day. I think the program's called Sheriff. Ah, my neck! It's so, on Sheriff, the news media guy shows up, and he does have a beard. I do recall when he goes to the saloon. And the news media guy is always articulate. Okay? Very, very, very articulate. Like has the dictionary memorized, okay? The lexicon, the word reference chart thing. No, not the thesaurus. Yeah. Websters.com, dictionary.com, Merriam-Websters.com, Oxford Dictionary, collegiate, yeah. Wish it was the one from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Now that one was scary. But I already said that yesterday. Dude, these are not arranged. These cameras look terrible. It's okay. Where did I put that mouse? It'll make me move. So I think I can't say for sure if I actually death threaded on Twitter earlier, or if I just alluded to it. You know, because seriously, they're just words, and seriously, I don't have the means. And seriously, I'm nonviolent. I'm a pacifist. I have been, I guess since I've been disabled, I was forcibly turned into a pacifist, because I've only won about one fight since then, and that was with my singer, and he went around and told everybody that he won. I forgive him, but it's a lie. I beat the shit out of him, and was sitting on top of him, ready to rain down a right cross before I said, "Do you declare uncle, or should I knock you the fuck out?" And then he said uncle, and I put my clothes back on, because I wanted to freak him out. He was being a little asshole, and I figured if I stripped down naked, that would freak him out and he'd never start shit with me again. But I also had my gun on me, and I didn't want to kill him, because it was in my pocket. And I was mad enough to kill that little son of a gun. But it's okay. We grew from that experience. And nobody got hurt, and nobody got killed. Well, at least nobody that was there that day. I mean, like, nobody got any permanent injuries. You see, when people say, it's all fun until somebody gets hurt, they're talking about permanent injuries. Like scar tissue, broken bones. I don't know if that really counts. You know that when a bone heals and sets itself, it's stronger. I guess that's what they tell me. Like it's less likely to, it's like fused together and less likely to break again. I've been thinking about getting my neck fused, but that's a big decision, but I probably can't afford. Should I be using my good microphone? I feel so rude. I'll use an array of microphones if I can pull that on. And then I can have that weird flanger effect, from the delay. It's gotten to be ridiculous around here. At least I can still find some of my cables. I'm not upset. Though the police trashed my place when they raided the studio right here on May, what was it, 14th or 15th? They had to. They were looking for the guns. So, granted, after they found the guns, after I told them where they were voluntarily, I voluntarily admitted, yeah, they're in the drawer, in the bedroom with the locked door. Yeah, I tend to keep medication there. Yeah, it's under lock and key. It's not a very good lock and key, but I think my mother unlocked it for them. That's one of this door got totally broken. I should show you something. I don't know if I ever did. I didn't, because I've never talked about this publicly, and I've been dying to, because this is killing me. Somebody's got to do something about this. I feel like a redheaded stepchild. I really do. It's like, hey, hello, I am still your kid. Though I have freckles and red hair, I am still your kid. You're still responsible for me. And you're even more responsible for me than the average kid because I'm disabled. And I have way more rights that are being neglected. I haven't even quoted anything from Twitter yet. I was going to say, you like that little part about uniting the attention deficit, the autistic, and the Asperger's? Oh, that's not good. Here. I can't tell where this thing is pointed. I don't think I like this camera. Rubs me the wrong way. We're not getting off on the right foot, me and this camera. I hope. I mean, this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship, but then again, it usually doesn't work out that way. I'm way more, open to that than most people. Most people have a lot of criteria for their friends. Their company, and those that they date. Lots of criteria. They got standards. I got no standards anymore. None. But this camera's gotta go. It sucks. Alright then. Where was I? Oh yeah, I put in the description. Here, I'll show you. That's easier than explaining all day long. Of course, I could explain all day long. It says, and now the man of the hour trips at Uno, and I put, thanks for watching, I will not be acknowledging you, because, I like to get, oh, sorry, okay, yeah, I like to get prepared for a discussion, it's been weird going to court as a defendant, because I have no idea how to prepare myself the day before. I usually just stay up all night. Which works for me. I wouldn't recommend it. My back was so jacked up at my last court visit. I was like contorting myself like I could remember. Not as weirdly as I was at physical therapy like 2 visits ago, but it was pretty weird, the contortions. So yeah, anyways, I get rid of that, I get rid of this. I'm only streaming on JJ Styles Rocks on YouTube and JJ Styles. Oh, hey, whoa, what's going on? Everything says it's offline. You see that? It says offline. It says, oh wait, now X.com says streaming. Son of a bitch, man. Well, hopefully this is streaming. Okay, now YouTube's streaming. You know, I've noticed that with my Mac, there's some kind of a delay that is occurring as a result of like the multiprocessing capabilities, like the balancing of it all. Like it seems like it'll get caught up on things a lot. And if I click to a different window or, you know, something else, then it'll actually start to execute the last process like command that was delayed. And meanwhile, now I've started a new thing that's going to be delayed. It's a very weird pattern. I've reinstalled again. I'm gonna maybe do that. Like, I feel like it has something to do with the cryptex. Like but I didn't see anything in the error logs. I don't think. You know, oh, they're not even on my dock. I'm sorry. Behind the scenes, yeah, sorry. Just getting this off the ground. You know my style. I gotta press start streaming or the thing never gets started. So, I guess, yeah, we're streaming on Twitter and YouTube. Alright. I'm certain of that. Now then, let's see if I can implement my browser. Get my pink keyboard. Dude, I've been using these like Logitech and LG products my entire life. I've shown you my multimeter, right? This thing right here, LG, a Gold Star DM311 digital multimeter. Yeah, you see that? LG Precision Company, LTD. Hey, don't steal my serial number. It's mine, not yours. Dude, how many times have I doxed myself on the stream? Has anybody like put that on my Wikipedia page yet? How many times I've doxed myself? You know I don't care. I doxed myself earlier. I fucking totally doxed myself. I hope somebody reads them. I haven't even, I doxed myself and they were docs I haven't even read. Because I'm too stressed out to deal with my own problems. You know, sometimes I don't even answer my phone. I'm too stressed out, but that's very rare. If I'm awake, like us old, I turned off my cell phone, you know this. I said this earlier. Well, maybe you don't know this, but yeah. I turned off my cell phone because I didn't want to keep diarrheaing of the keyboard, like, or whatever. I gotta chill out. This is just regrettable. The way I was feeling really good. I'm gonna take a goddamn opioid. I'm not gonna do this in a bad mood. What was I saying? Yeah. Let me plug in the. Oh, it is. Alright. second. Ooh, there's an airplane flying overhead. They're so noisy, but I don't think they're above 70 decibels. It's not a jet airliner. You know, if it was like a roaring 70 decibels or above, they'd be violating my local neighborhood laws. And they do sometimes. I know how to measure decibels. And no, I would like to press charges against that. The jet airliners, if someone would teach me how to do that, I don't live like on a direct flight path or anything, but I don't appreciate the racket. Somebody should tell them. I know whenever I make racket, I get told, don't make so much racket. Been meaning to soundproof this place for a while, but shucks. Haven't even lined the ceiling yet. Need a break. Takes me forever to do anything. I'll be dead before I get anything really important done. But I've been making a lot of progress in, it's interesting, projects I've been putting off for years. I've been completing left after right projects that I've had on the back burner for 10 years. I'm like, glad to have that done. Jeez. I don't know. I guess, I'm moving stuff around, so I'll find like, it's almost like a time capsule. Finding like a shoebox, that I've like thrown random. That's how I clean a room. I take an empty box, I throw everything in it, I put it aside, and then I look at it years later. Because it gets too freaking messy in here. And I gotta live. I say enough's enough, and I clear out my shit by myself, but it's just been too painful lately. Oh, but also, god damn it, I still haven't put on the good microphone. It's like putting out the good silverware, the good china. I gotta put on the good microphone. What the hell? Get this off the screen. I am so ridiculous. Worst producer ever. Oh, hey, the web thing worked. Cool. Oh, no, not that. Careful. Is it good? I don't know if you know this. I don't think I've ever said this before. But, the noise suppression filters actually help people with processing disorders to understand, and also dictation software. How come the noise isn't suppressing? What did I put that filter on? Oh, did I put that on the camera? Are you watching my back? I'm just kidding. I'm not acknowledging you. I gotta stay focused, so... As far as I know, I'm still a nobody, and I'm not getting any medication tonight. Probably not tomorrow. So there's nothing in my world that's different right now. But somehow I feel like there might be, and that's what I'm trying to get at, if I can. Hold on. Let me put this, make this the priority. Oh, that's the one I unplugged. That's a distraction. Goodbye. Okay, now then. I know that it's a distraction because I've had therapy for attention deficit disorder, and they teach you little techniques like that. If you notice something is a distraction, remove it. It'll help you to focus. It's like those little like tidbits of advice that you get from like the pocket news or whatever that are like, you know, telling you to avoid blue light. Dude, I bathe in blue light. You'll never catch me avoiding blue light. But I do have... Gosh. Okay, hold on a sec. I got this. No, I don't. Okay. That's better. I was gonna say, I do got these I didn't even shave. I do got these blue blockers. I put these on when I need to calm down. And maybe if I need to locate an item in this array of mess. It's messy. You know this, right? I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving. It's a disaster zone. But notice there's no... the shelves are not stacked to the top anymore. My body is way too riddled with pain to make any progress, so I get to live in chaos in the meantime. It's no big deal, I'm used to it. The only problem is I never make any progress because I never get any fucking fentanyl patches. Forgive my French. I'm just joking, I never say that. I say forgive my foul language. I try to speak directly and deliberately, though sometimes... You see, I have a pro wrestling background. There's this thing that they call kayfabe. Oh, and this relates back to the point I was making earlier. Okay, so as an artist, you're supposed to determine levels of society, the highbrow and the lowbrow, the people paying attention and the people not paying attention, the surface level people and the people that see beneath the surface, right? And you find out who these people are by what they have to say about the art. That's what a true art critic does. Like, you have been conditioned to believe that a critic is a person that either, what do they call it, ranting and raving? They either rave about something that's great, or they rant about something that's terrible. That's what it's that polarization that occurs in a democracy society. Like, you're likely to gravitate to one end of the spectrum, and you don't have to. But, like, I'm an independent, though I'm more of a dependent, really. I'm totally dependent on you guys. It's because, like, I basically invested in myself early on by putting money into Social Security. So, you know, but like, at this point, I'm totally dependent on you. Like, you're the guys putting the money in the Social Security account currently. Like, I was the guy doing it back then. I was supporting the retirees back then. You're supporting the retirees now. And you gotta support me. You gotta help me. You gotta save me. Because I'm dying here. This old retired guy is dying. You gotta believe me. Is this thing on? Are we still streaming? And I didn't finish my thoughts. What was I looking for? I don't know. Here, let me get the thing prepared and ready to go. Baby, I'm ready to go. You know that song, it's Republica, Ready to Go. Okay, so, Oh, it's already there. That's cool. Can I... Maybe... No, that was the wrong option. Let's see. No. Let me do this trick. I thought I moved that window. This is how I lose my windows usually in OBS. Trying to manage my layers. Yeah, there it is. I've done that a lot of times on the stream. Sometimes I have issues, and I guess that's what you call a quirk. Hopefully your quirks don't land you in prison. That would suck. Like if you're a kleptomaniac, my singer's been in prison for years. Hardcore prison for being a kleptomaniac. I know, right? But whatever. Me, I've got chronic disrespectful snotty punk syndrome, and I also I don't know if that's a thing. Basically, nobody's the boss of me. And, you know, I usually try to keep things copacetic. As long as you don't tread on me, or otherwise not make your end of the bargain, or whatever. Like, I don't know how to bring things up. Like an issue. I'm a high school dropout, man. I can't even I can barely work my software right these days. I can barely keep my thoughts straight anymore these days. And I'm scared this situation's gonna get worse if I don't end it right now. I'm in a lot of trouble. And I hopefully saved my ass today, or I just got myself in more trouble. I don't know. I'm scared to death that I actually got more added onto my sentence. A part of me is exhilarated, thinking that I might have changed the world and gotten people to start using democracy properly. Another part of me is thinking maybe those other things didn't happen, but maybe I gained some new fans that didn't know I existed. Because I've posted some pretty compelling content lately, I believe. I'm kind of a shock jock. You know, Howard Stern was kind of a role model when I was growing up. Did I ever tell you about my singer, Texas Terry Trash? He met Howard Stern on America's Got Talent. The bus jump episode, it was pretty cool, right? I know. It was fun being in a band with that guy, because I got to hang out with that guy all the time. Like, being in the band wasn't that great, but hanging out with Terry, oh man. At least when life's going good for Terry, you know? And by good, I mean he's usually doing pretty good, but what if his old lady's like, yeah, exactly. He's got his fair amount of pain sometimes. And it does affect his personality too. But where was I? Bit of a shock jock. Dropping bombs. Some of them F. Some of them not. Definitely none of them ICBM or nuclear. I don't have that capability currently. Nice delivery on that, Jay. Currently. That's what you call timing. Timing and effect. And poise and posture. That's what you call language skills. No, I don't know. That's what you call a born loser. A retard. A learning disabled mutt of a like mixed up little punk. Or something like that. I don't know. I prefer just like, let's just keep it civil and surface level for now, alright? Do you have to start getting all intimately whatever so quickly? What, you got a cookie you need me to accept or something? Fine. I guess that's a law now. Fine, that's cool. You guys know that, right? On Bright Idea Rec. Ah, you know what? I'm not going to use this browser. This is more trouble than it's worth. I'm going to make a decision. I'll just use what I always use. And I'm sure it will be happy to oblige. Excuse me. Yeah, that's better. Oh, my neck. So usually the news media guy in the western town... See, I'm changing the subject because my attitude is totally shifted. Because the way I feel has totally shifted. Because the neck pain has totally defeated me. I submit. Uncle. I tap out. I submit to my neck pain. But I have to keep going past my submission.